Greetings from Dystopia, episode 34? Gets a better look. Greetings from Dystopia, episode 34. I actually started recording and had to go back and look. I'm like, wait a minute, 33, 34? After 30 days, I guess it all starts to bleed into the day before. Didn't get a chance to go where I wanted to go this morning. The parking lots are all full. It is Sunday. It is pretty out. Sadly, there are a lot of people out today. It's fine. It's fine. Somebody was saying, you know, I wanted people just to stay home so I'd have the trail to myself. As much as I'd like to say that's true, it's not. Everybody needs to get out. But yeah, right back on the same trail as the last 2 days. Just out, gonna get my numbers in today and then go back and work on the Raspberry Pi stuff. I know I said I'd get a video out yesterday. The image for the Raspberry Pi, the operating system image, I left it downloading all night long. I don't know if they're having network bandwidth problems or what. For once, it was not my connection at home. It just seemed that the repository for the system images was very, very slow. So I will get that video up today. As part of this one, I guess it's up to you guys. Do you want them to be part of this video of the daily, or would you rather have them be standalone videos? Tell me what works for you. I don't have a problem either way. So that's it. All right, I'm gonna get some walking done here. I'll catch you guys back up probably at that shelter. I'm gonna make that my turnaround point today and then start heading back. Like I said, it's actually very nice today compared to yesterday. So, all right, let me do my walk and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, back at the overlook again. I don't know that the intent is an overlook, but I actually like this spot. Except it's somewhat spoiled now that I know that that hill over there is a refinery. I guess I should have known given what's on the other side of here, but I didn't really orientate myself well. And then when I saw the map, I was like, oh crap, okay. My sister, when I was a kid, my sister lived right on the other side of that refinery there. So, I'm trying to give you guys a look. I don't know what it is with that, the field stone and the brown color. I think that always says park and it always says comfort for me. And I grew up going to a lot of the state parks with my parents, and I think that's why that color just, you know, the combination of those two. So I guess if I ever bought an old house and it had field stone, it would be trimmed in brown. Just to have those colors around. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, there are a lot of people out today. I keep laughing because people are riding by on their bicycles down below or walking by, and it's like they don't even know this is here or something. I don't know. Nobody's come up here. Had the place to myself for about almost 15 minutes. So it makes it pretty nice. All right, I'm going to go do some more walking. We'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, I'll just give you one more view. So there's the I&M heading south. There's that little curve I showed you. And the trail runs right down here below me and then picks back up going that way. See? I posted it in the opening scene, but I'll also post it right here. Does anybody know what this flower is? I took a quick look through a flower guide and I can't find it. It's the most ridiculously tiny flower I've ever seen. It's under 1/8 of an inch. on each individual bloom. So if you know what it is, let me know in the comments. All right, see you guys in a little bit. Not quite sure how well that will translate to this video, but you can actually see the water coming in from that creek mingling with the water on the I&M. What I can see up the creek is crystal clear, but right there in the middle of the screen you can see where the water starts to mix in. Well, between wind and people, I haven't been able to get back to record anymore for you guys. So I did take a few photos, but I'll catch you back in the van in a few minutes and we'll talk there real quick, and then I'll see you back on the bench. All right, guys, be good. Walking under the bridge where I parked. Right over there. Alright, let me get back in the van and I'll see you guys in a sec. I'm just gonna pause. Alright, we're back. Oh, look at my hair. It's windy as hell out. Wanted to crack the windows just a little bit. Get some air through here. It's actually very warm in the van. Trying to get out my lunch bag. I won't eat with you guys on camera. Cracked me up how many complaints I got about, well, not complaints, but people going, I don't want to see you eat. Fresh garbage bag. I recycle them. Use them as often as I can before I actually do throw them away. Nice day. Oh, actually, I should just give the thermometer a chance to catch up here. Made a cup of super strong coffee before I left the house. Yeah, I'd hit the spot. It is. It says 57 degrees. It's warmer than that. But it is kind of shaded here, so. Merino wool buff. Best thing in the world. I was a big fan of wearing buffs while fishing, particularly saltwater fishing, to keep the sun off of you. This winter I learned the value of a merino wool buff. So you keeping your whole neck warm, and then with the hat on, so you literally have like this much of your face exposed. It works out really nice. Alright guys, I am going to eat my lunch. I will go back to the house and we will start the load on the Raspberry Pi. I'm going to show you two different ways to create the operating system image on a micro SD card. One, we will use the Raspberry Pi Foundation's actual burning software, you know, to make the image. And we also use another one called Balena Etcher. Which route you choose to use is up to you, but I will show you both routes. We will create the image and then we'll walk through first boot. It should only be about a 10 or 15 minute video on the end of all of this, so we'll keep it relatively short. I'm working on keeping the video shorter. I know some of you guys don't like the long videos, so we'll get there. Just give me some time. Alright guys, be good, be well. We'll see you in a little bit for the video. folks, we're on the Raspberry Pi now. So basically what you need to do to actually get the operating system for the Raspberry Pi is you need to go to raspberrypi.org/downloads. The first thing you're going to do is look for Raspberry Pi Imager for Windows. I'm going to assume most of you are running Windows. If you're running Mac, the download's right there. If you're running Ubuntu Linux, the download is right there at the bottom, 2, 3. So we would download Raspberry Pi Imager for Windows. And once that's downloaded, you're going to go to your downloads folder. You're going to find the imager.exe executable. Click it. And when it's ready to run, you should be able to see that. Just acknowledge yes. The install is very quick. So just hit yes and let it go. Now, you have two choices here. You can go in and choose the operating system right here. This is the base load of Raspberry Pi Desktop. There are also several other flavors. There's light and full. I downloaded the full version separately, but you can download it from here as well. Those of you looking to make an entertainment center, you can download LibreLec. There's also several versions of Ubuntu available. There is the 32-bit server for ARM. Whoops, not what I wanted to do, but 64-bit server for ARM. Then you have Ubuntu Core, 32-bit, 16-bit. Now, it's stuck on it. There we go, back. There's also miscellaneous images, which may come in handy, particularly with Raspberry Pi 4. I've already had the EEPROM blow up on me, so this is the download to recover your base EEPROM. You can erase and format your microSD, as well as use a custom. So I will walk you through using the custom with the Pi Imager. Basically, you're going to go right back to that same website, raspberrypi.org/download. You're going to select Raspbian. And again, here it gets a little confusing. Buster Lite has no desktop at all. It is a command line only environment. Buster with desktop has the bare minimum of desktop software. And then there's Buster with desktop and recommended software. This will include word processing, a few games, some other stuff. So I would recommend that you download this full version. It gets you up and running quicker. It has word processing, basic video playback, web surfing. There's a few games installed. So it's all there. Now, in my case, I have already downloaded it. So again, we would go back in this case to our software. And you're going to get the full zip if you download it manually. You'll need to open the zip file and extract the IMG or the image file. Once you've done that, you can start back up the Raspberry Pi loader, select custom. You're going to go to downloads. You're going to select the full image, open, choose your SD. Now this is where you need to pay attention. In my case, I know 100% that it is drive G. You need to double check this. If you can, I would recommend unplugging any USB storage devices on your system. And that is just to prevent you from making a mistake and overwriting data on a device that you do not intend to install it on. Like I said, I know in my case, it is the 64 gig on drive G. So here you go. We're going to install Buster full image to that SD card, and you're going to select write. And it's that simple. I'm going to pause the recording, and I'll come back with you when it's finished. And we're just about done. I didn't quite time the elapsed time, but it's probably been about 20 minutes to actually write the image and then verify the image. So you can, at this point, go ahead and remove your card from the reader, and you are done. Hang on one second, and I will walk you through Balena Etcher, which is the other one, the other option you have to install this. So hold on just a minute. For Balena, or just Etcher is what most people call it, it is balena.io/Etcher. And again, you have your option for your, based on your current operating system. More than likely you're running Windows. If you don't know, help. Alright, so we will download this. And while we're waiting on it to download, I will pause the video and then be right back with you. It's about done with the download. There we go. So now that our download is complete, we're going to go ahead and run the install. Actually, in this case, it is a standalone runtime. So once the virus scan finishes, there we go. And it's not fully on the screen. So once Etcher is up and running, you're going to select your image just like we did before. Whoops, we're going to come to downloads. We're going to select our image. In this case, it is not the correct. Interesting. See what's going on. I had to reinsert the drive. I had to take it out, plug it back in. Again, we're back on drive G. I already have the image on here, or an empty micro SD. Again, you would select your image, verify that you have the correct device. See, now it's going to do it. That's all right. I'm not going to run it because we already have a good image. But much like the other one, you select your media, the image that you're going to come from. You select the image that you're or the device that you're going to go to, and then hit flash. Etcher takes just as long as the Raspberry Pi one, so it's not like you're going to get a speed benefit going one to the other. The advantage that I will give to the Raspberry Pi imager is simply the fact, as I was talking about, you can download ready images. And that's it, folks. We now have an image ready to go. So we will pick this up tomorrow and we will boot our Raspberry Pi for the first time. All right, guys. See you later. Be good, be well, and we'll see you tomorrow.